All right. Should I kick this off since we're coming through loud and clear?
Loud and clear. Let's kick it off.
All right. I know that our our Twitch channel says something different, but welcome to Static and Sweeney. I am Static.
And I am Sweeney.
Very nice. Our topic today, everybody, is our top 5 FPSs and least favorite FPSs. So yeah, dude, how you doing?
Doing all right, buddy. How are you doing today?
I'm tired of OBS. Tired of working this shit, dude.
Uh, I hear that a lot.
Dude, to be honest, I should have. I'm not prepared to do this, and I had 2 weeks to prepare to do this. The most the most I've done is just
Well,
write 10 games down. That's it.
to be fair, though, I've had the same amount of time and I just did my list today. So,
That's okay, dude. It is what it is.
yeah. So
um,
happens when we get our first one. It'll get better as time goes on,
we'll see.
hopefully.
We'll see. I've only been podcasting for like 6 years, and I still have no clue how to do it.
Well, it's a good thing I'm here to contribute nothing to it, except for
Whatever.
my voice.
That's all you need, dude. That's all anybody ever wants from you is your voice, your beautiful tones.
That is true. I still to this day do not understand it, but
I don't either. I hear that a lot too at work because people at work listen to my other podcast, and I've had people come up to me and tell me, "Dude, I fall asleep to your voice." I'm like, I don't know how to
nice.
take that, but thank you.
See, I get that a lot too, and what I normally do to make a joke out of it is, oh, so you're saying I'm boring enough to put people to sleep. Thanks.
Exactly. That's what I get from it too.
And then I just walk away from the conversation.
That's funny. But yeah, guys,
But
we got some news. We got a little bit of gaming news here. Um, let's see, which one should I start off with the Bad Batch? Have you heard of that show? The Bad Batch. It got a release date.
are you referring to the Bad Batch as in Star Wars?
Yes, Star
Then
Wars.
yes.
Uh,
Yes.
everybody, guess when that show is gonna come out? It's gonna come out on fucking May the 4th.
No, you're kidding.
Yup.
Yeah, I actually did hear about that. And personally, I mean, you know that I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So for people listening, I am probably one of the biggest Star Wars fans that I know. And I am super excited for it.
I don't even know what it's
Like I
about.
was it's essentially like a branch off of the Clone Wars.
Oh,
Like the later seasons because it's like Clone Wars and Rebels kind of interlock,
okay.
and they basically it's like I don't know what word to use. It's like the genetically not okay clones.
Oh, the
It's
rejects.
yeah, to
Okay.
put it bluntly.
Okay.
Yes. It's basically gonna be that squad, which
Okay.
they're like the Daredevil squad. Like if you don't want to lose your fucking like Captain Rex and higher ups like that, you send in the Bad Batch because hey, if they die, who gives a shit?
Exactly. See, now I
So
understand the title of the show.
yeah,
So when I heard that
they're
that show is getting released, I actually thought it was going to be a live action show. Had no clue it was going to be CGI.
yeah. It's like I said, I'm super excited for it. I'm pumped. I personally cannot wait. I know a
Nice.
few other people that are right on board with me.
Yeah.
So there's a Star Wars game I play on my phone, and
You
I
still play that
know,
game?
yes, I've been
Nice.
playing it since day one, dude. Back in 2000, I think it was like 2015, 2016, something like that. I've
Jesus.
been playing that game, and I just joined a new guild with a couple friends from work.
So that's a testament
So
to that game. If it's lasted that long, because mobile games they don't last that long at all. They last maybe 2, 3 years. average.
exactly. And they're coming out with so much new shit for this game, like all the time.
Nice.
Whether it's new characters, new modes, new levels, graphic updates, locations, whatever. They
Yeah.
just add so much to it all the time. There's usually an update for it every month, if not every month, every other month.
Okay.
So
Is
all
that
of
an
us
EA
are
game?
like super geek. I don't know, to be completely honest. 'Cause I think that was right before I actually have to load it up to actually see if it pops up EA.
Okay. That's okay. You don't have to do that. I was just curious.
Right, right, right.
Well,
But
actually,
yes,
speaking of EA, Anthem. Did you hear about the Anthem news?
I heard bits and pieces. I heard mostly from the joke end of things.
Yeah.
So I know about what's going on, but I haven't fully looked into it myself.
Okay. Well, basically, EA decided about 2 weeks ago to to look at BioWare and see their progress on the Anthem next update, I guess, and to see if it's worth actually uh, continuing or just abandoning. And they decided, fuck it, we're done with Anthem. Focus on Mass
Nice.
Effect and Dragon Age. We're done. You guys can't make fucking multiplayer games. And actually, with that, they decided that they were going to make Dragon Age, the next one, single player only.
See, I'm kind of okay with that
Yeah, me too. I don't know why the fuck
because
they ever put multiplayer in Dragon Age.
right, right. Like, I mean, I did play a little bit of the multiplayer in Inquisition
Did
with a
you?
friend of mine, and it was good. It wasn't anything like spectacular, like, ooh, I want to get that game just for the multiplayer.
Yeah.
No, no, it was not that great, but it was different, and it was something to play with another Dragon Age fan.
Okay.
So I liked that aspect of it.
Have you tried Mass Effect multiplayer?
I have not. I didn't even know that was a thing, honestly.
Yeah, and I think 3 and Andromeda, they both have multiplayer. And I played the multiplayer in 3, which is cool because you could actually pick whatever alien you wanted to be. You could be a Turian or whatever. That's the only one I remember. That's the only alien because I love Garrus so much. He's the
Yes,
only one I give a
yes.
fuck about. Um, it was fun. It wasn't actually bad at all, and I think that's what they were trying to do with Andromeda. I think they spent too much time trying to make a quote unquote decent multiplayer for that game and didn't really focus on the single player aspect.
See, I played a little bit of three. Not a whole lot, but I did like it. I played more Andromeda,
Oh, really?
and I loved that game. I sadly I never finished it, but there's a lot of games I haven't finished, so just add that to the fucking list.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to mod Sassy and I can't fucking remember how to do this.
Get
Okay,
out the
there we go.
way. Okay.
I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, and I cannot wait until the remaster.
Yeah, I'm really wanting to get back into Mass Effect, honestly.
Yeah.
Like the more and more I get on Twitch, the more and more I see people playing Mass Effect, and I'm like, yeah, I miss that game.
It's a great game. I played the
It
very
really
first
is.
one probably 5 years after it came out, I think. I had just gotten a 360 and everyone was fucking going off about this Mass Effect game, so I decided to buy it. And the second I finished it, I went right to GameStop and bought the second one.
Nice.
The second, dude, I loved that game. And
Yeah,
then,
that's how
yeah, killed everybody on the second game, first playthrough.
Nice. But see, that's how I was with 3. I bought that. I don't know how long it had already been out for, because I don't know time frame of release dates on 3 and Andromeda.
Yeah.
But I know, I think it was like Andromeda was just getting ready to be released. And I was talking to a friend at work, and he was on and on and on and on about Mass Effect. He's like, Mass Effect 3 is consuming my life, blah, blah, blah. I was like, fuck it, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know, he and I have a lot of interests in common, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. So I tried it. I was like, man, dude, this is pretty fucking good. He's like, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the new one that's coming out. I was like, oh shit, there's a new one?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, in like a month or two. I was like, damn, I gotta start grinding this game out then. And I never finished the game. And then Andromeda came out, and I think like a week after it came out is when I finally went out and got it.
Yeah.
Because I still wanted to try and finish 3 before getting the next one, but I was like, I can't wait. I've waited a week now. I'm going to be a week behind everybody else.
Right.
So I want to get in on this. And then, like I said, I never finished it, so kind of bummed about that.
Do you still have the game?
That's a great question. I'm pretty sure I have a digital copy on my Xbox.
Dude, it's never too late to play it. Honestly, you don't even need to finish it to play Andromeda. They're two separate worlds, basically.
Right, right. I gathered that much. That's the main reason I wanted to finish, because I figured it was um like a continuation of the series kind of deal.
Right.
So that's why I wanted to finish 3, and then I started Andromeda. I was like, oh, I'm not really missing out on much then.
Yeah. That's what everyone's grievance was that it had nothing to do with the other three games.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it looked a little worse than the other three games. It doesn't
How
anymore.
so?
Well, it was unfinished when they released it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is funny because everyone gives CD Projekt Red shit for Cyberpunk coming out unfinished, but there are so many games that come out unfinished. People aren't hacking them, trying to take their fucking source code and selling them. You know?
Yeah.
Bunch of
I
fucking
just feel
crybabies.
like exactly that's what I was getting at. Like people will cry about anything just to either get attention or throw some shade on something else.
Right. Exactly.
And I just take it for what it is.
Yeah. That's
Like when I first started playing PUBG, it was broken as all hell.
right.
But I still played it because I knew it's a work in progress.
Yeah. Have you played it recently?
I have not played it recently.
No. I tried it once. It reminded me of H1. That's all it reminded me of.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was free, I believe, on Game Pass at one point, and then
Yep.
PlayStation came out with it on PlayStation Plus, so I got it on both. Ooh,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
got
fun
it.
game.
I got it when it was free on Xbox.
Yeah,
And then I thought it was funny that PlayStation was like, "Oh yeah, let's go ahead and make that jump," and then
right.
charged everybody for it.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
people on Xbox got it for free. Not saying everybody on Xbox did, because they did start charging for it at some point.
Yeah,
But I was just one of the fortunate ones to get it when it was still free, and they didn't like use it as like a free trial and make me pay for it later.
right. Yeah, games
But
like that should not have. You shouldn't have to pay for a battle royale
exactly,
game. That's fucking
exactly.
ridiculous.
I think all battle royale games should be free,
Absolutely.
regardless of what company fucking puts it out. Free.
Yeah, I agree. How many
If you
fucking battle
want,
royale games are there? We should do a top 5 battle royale game list too, because there's some that you have to pay
Jesus,
for. I mean, Battlefield 5 has one. Fallout 76 has one. You know.
the while we're talking about other games that have it,
Yeah.
I never tried it, but the very last update for Wildlands, they were adding in a battle royale.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why?
I I think they were probably just thinking, let's get on board and see if it does well.
Jesus.
Like I said, I never tried it, so I don't even know if it's still a thing. But that was the last update, and I believe that was in 2019.
Everybody should know
Is
by now they're never gonna beat uh, Fortnite and pretty much just Fortnite. Honestly, do you know
yeah,
of another battle royale game that does as well as Fortnite?
eh, as much as I don't really care for Fortnite that much, it's pretty much been the top one since it came out.
Right.
Like Apex came out and people kind of drifted away from Fortnite, but not enough where Apex took the lead.
It did for a minute, and then it just
Well,
went right
yeah,
back down.
as as far as viewer counts, sure,
Yeah.
but people playing it, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I
I
played it a
mean,
handful of times.
yeah,
I didn't care
I
for it.
I did not either. It's one of those games where it was just like, yeah, that's another battle royale.
Yeah,
Good
pretty
good
much.
job, guys.
Well, back on topic about Anthem. Um,
Yes, we got completely off topic there.
well, EA, I guess, went to BioWare to see if there was anything salvageable about the game, and they decided, fuck it, we're done. And honestly, I don't blame them because I did try Anthem. I like BioWare. BioWare used to be one of my favorite companies ever because I loved Mass Effect and I had a respect for Dragon Age. I liked Dragon Age. Um,
Yeah.
Jade Empire is where it's at, though. That and
Oh,
Knights of the Old
absolutely.
Republic.
Yeah, you can't forget KOTOR.
Fuck no, dude.
KOTOR 2 was better.
I have it, but I
But
never really played it that much.
I'll tell you what, dude. 2 takes 1 and makes it its bitch.
I'm not saying I stopped it because I didn't like it. I stopped playing it because I
I
fucking bought a
understand that.
360, and I was like, well, I'm done with old Xbox games now.
Right. Well, see, the good thing is on Xbox One you can still play KOTOR.
Yeah. Oh, I've got it downloaded.
And the greatest part is I still to this day have a hard disk copy of
You and me
both
both.
games. Like I will never get rid of that game.
Oh, you have for
Like
both?
yeah, I have both of them.
I have the original disc of KOTOR 2, but I don't have the case to it.
Oh, I have the case and the little fucking booklet thing in there and everything, dude, for both games.
That's cool.
Yeah.
By the way,
Especially being that the game is fucking like 90 years old now.
it's an old game. I remember seeing it though in magazines advertised where it's like they,
Yep.
they they really advertised the fact that you could be a Sith in it. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And I actually
Oh
hated the
yeah.
game when I first played it because it was not. I thought it was going to be like what's that other Star Wars game? Uh, Jedi
Which
Academy. I
one?
thought it was going to be like that one.
Okay. That one was a good one too.
Yeah. So when I played it, I'm like, oh, you just put in a command and put the controller down. Great. But
See, I personally love RPG games.
yeah, no, I love the game. Don't get me wrong. Just it was very off-putting at the beginning,
Right. I mean, I get that.
but I
And
did I did beat it and I
I
saved
know,
Bastila.
yeah, see,
I know. I know you're an evil
it's
motherfucker.
shocker. I went dark side. My first playthrough, I tried to get as many of them to go dark with me.
Yeah.
My second playthrough, I knew what I was doing. I got everybody that could go dark to go dark.
You're
I was like,
ridiculous, dude.
yeah, dude, that's just how much I love the Empire and the Sith. It's just always the dark side.
Which doesn't make any sense to me because none of them can shoot a fucking rifle. They all
That's all right.
die.
Who needs a rifle when you have a fucking guy with lightsaber and fucking force lightning backing you up?
I'm just saying, dude. That's part of the Empire too. Guys that can't
No,
shoot straight.
I get it. I get it.
See, this is how
But
shit Anthem is. We talk about it for a second, just one sentence, and then we go off on other games that BioWare made that are way better. Now, I know you played Anthem. What did you think of it when you first played it? And I think you played it when it first came out, didn't you?
not too long after it came out, and I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I I did as much as I could before the expansion started coming out. So as far as like the base game,
right,
I did what I could, and then it became a farming simulator after that.
right,
While I was waiting for the next expansion to come out and events and stuff like that, and I actually still on my gaming Instagram still have photos of all of my different fucking screenshots from it. 'Cause
nice,
I made one look like the Hulk Buster.
nice.
I made one look like War Machine because I'm a nerd
Yeah,
and I was just having fun with it. And then one was Iron Man, and I was just like, fuck it, let's do this. I just started coming up with different paint skins to try and make different things.
right.
And then
Yeah, that's how you know your game's a success when you have nothing else better to do than to try and customize your armor to make it look like Iron Man and shit.
trust me, if I could have made Deadpool, I would have.
Now, I did play the game. It's free on Game Pass. I played it and I liked it, but it wouldn't be something that I would pay for. Definitely.
Yeah, I paid for it for
I'm sorry.
myself.
I apologize.
Yeah, it gets better. And then I thought I was being nice to
Oh
a
god.
friend
Yeah.
that said, "Oh, I've really wanted this game for so long, but it costs a lot of money."
Oh
I
god,
got you,
Sweeney.
don't worry. So I
Why?
bought it for that friend, and that was my Anthem gaming partner for the longest time.
Ugh.
And do I regret any of it? No, because like I said, I enjoy the game.
I know, but you
And
paid $120 basically for that game.
no, 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 no.
How much? How much you pay for it?
Oh,
Oh my god,
do we
Sweeney.
really, do we really want to get into this
Yes,
now?
I do. I do. I'm gonna expose you, dude.
Ugh, calling me out. Okay, so I paid, I believe it was $90 for my copy because it came with all the extra cosmetics and extra
There's no way.
gear shit.
There's no way I can continue doing this podcast as somebody who does that. Obviously, you are not sane.
It gets better. So this friend was like, "Oh, cool. How'd you get that armor?" I was like, "Oh, you got it too. Don't
Oh
worry."
my god.
So I paid 90 twice. Yeah.
Well, BioWare got their money from you, definitely.
Yeah, I'm probably the only person they got money from.
Probably. Now, this is what I don't understand. Anthem is objectively better than Fallout 76, in my opinion. I don't like Fallout 76, but that's
I
still
will take
going.
your word for that. I tried out that game when it was like free for that one weekend or whatever,
Yeah,
and I just the same as Fallout 4. I went out
right.
and bought Fallout 4 because I used to love watching you play.
Yeah.
And then as I started playing Fallout 4 after I went and spent money on this damn game, I realized real quick I like watching, not playing that game.
Yeah, that's fair.
So with what is it, 76, is
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when that came out, I tried it because it was free. And after the free trial thing, it was going to be on sale. So I
Yeah.
was going to make my decision after that weekend. If I like it, I'll buy it. I have a few friends that play it. They want me to get it. I'm not spending $60 on it though. So I'll wait until it's on sale after this free weekend. And I tried it. I played it for I think that first day, and uh, I think I played maybe 10 minutes and deleted it right after
Yeah. Well,
because
you
it
just
just
made my point.
reminded it. Well, it's not so much about the game for me. It was more so that there was enough time that passed since I played Fallout 4 that I forgot that I don't like playing Fallout.
Right.
I much rather watch it.
That's
So
fair.
if you were to tell me you were going to stream 76 tomorrow,
God.
cool. I'll go watch play, but I probably won't ever play it again.
Oh, me either, dude. It was free on Game Pass, just like everything else, and I tried it and deleted it right away. It sucked.
And that's actually saying a lot coming from you, honestly.
Dude, I
Like
knew it was gonna
what
suck the second I heard about it.
right. And I know we had talked about it before it actually came out.
Yeah.
We had brought it up before and just had little random conversations about it, but we never really talked about it too much.
Right. Oh, because I was
So
pissed.
it was fair enough.
I didn't understand their fucking point of not putting NPCs in the game. They just thought that their game was going to be so populated by players that they didn't need NPCs. And then, lo and behold, a year and a half, almost 2 years later, they fucking put NPCs in it. Here's the
I
Wastelander
didn't
DLC, everybody.
I didn't realize they added NPCs to it now.
Yeah, yeah, it still sucks. Fuck that game. Fuck that game. And if nobody knows, I used to be the Fallout guy. That's all I would stream was Fallout 4. And I
Yeah.
hate Fallout 76. I would play Anthem before I ever played Fallout 76.
Nice. And if I'm not mistaken, um trying to think back, I believe when we first met, that may have been one of the first games I actually watched you stream.
Yeah, it was. I remember. I was doing the settlement stuff, and I made a little disco ball, and I was like, "Here's your little corner, Sweeney." Put on Lionel Richie.
Yes, all night long.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
If any of you didn't know, me and Sweeney have a song. It's really strange. Anyways,
I don't even remember how that came to be. I just remember it coming up and it was just like, yep. And then every time I pop in chat, that'd be like one of the first things I say.
yes. Yep. That was weird, but you know what? I liked it. It's fine. It's fine. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with having a song with your best friend, especially
Yeah,
if it's a
exactly.
romantic song, like all night long.
We
Anyways,
just changed the meaning behind the song. We're just talking about gaming all night long.
there we go. That's what Lionel Richie was singing about.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, he was definitely talking about playing games with his friends.
yep. Wink, wink. Um, the next thing we have in the news now, I guess Henry Cavill put up a picture of himself. If anybody doesn't know who Henry Cavill is, he's Superman and Geralt from the Witcher series. Um, I think he was being fitted for a wig or something for The Witcher. I think he was just filming The Witcher or something like that. And in his picture, he was holding a script that had people cleared. It was like blurry, but people actually made it clear, and people saw the words Cerberus Talizora and the Geth, which, if anybody doesn't know, again, that's Mass Effect. So he's working on some sort of Mass Effect project, movie, TV show, something.
Personally, I'd be okay with that, especially being him. I'm a huge fan of him.
Yeah, I
I
like him too.
I mean, I've only known him since, he played Superman, but
Right,
going back and watching some of his other stuff, it's pretty good.
right.
And watching some old interviews and stuff like that, he seems like a very likable guy.
Absolutely.
And I support anything that he's in,
Now, if I
which
were to
is
guess,
why,
which is
go
why
on.
what?
I was gonna say, which is why I was really upset when they were talking about recasting Superman,
Oh, I
but
know. I saw
thankfully
that
they
too.
didn't.
Well, they're thinking of
Yeah,
doing it again.
yeah, I know. We don't like to talk about that though.
All right, fair enough. But I mean, at least he still has work, so that's fine. There's a Mass Effect
Yes,
project.
yes.
Now, if it was my guess, or even just me hoping, I would hope that he would be cast as the Elusive Man. I hope people know who I'm talking about.
I don't.
Okay, he was the head of Cerberus, which is like a human supremacist organization that hates aliens and shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah, he was played by Martin Sheen in the games.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that now.
If he now my wish is that they would have a female shepherd in the movie or show, just because you see male shepherd everywhere.
Right.
But if he's cast as Shepard, the main character, that's okay with me too. I'm completely fine with that.
Oh yeah.
But I would hope that he'd be the elusive man. Has he
I
been
feel like
has he been a bad guy in anything?
define bad guy though, because I mean,
Okay, hold on. Okay, Google, define bad guy.
Here's the definition of bad guy. Informal. Especially in a work of fiction, a villain or criminal.
There we go. A villain. Or evil.
or
Naughty, as Sassy says in chat.
um, I I don't necessarily count it as him being a bad guy, but for those of you that haven't seen it, it's fucking old as shit now. You guys should have seen it by now. But in Justice League, he had that
Oh,
split moment
that's right.
where he wasn't necessarily evil, but he wasn't good either,
Right.
and he tore shit up.
Yeah, one of the worst movies he's
So
probably ever been in.
I enjoyed it.
How could you enjoy such a boring movie?
The nerd in me.
I mean, dude, I love Batman, I love Superman, Wonder Woman. I like all of them, but that was such a boring movie. I'm sorry. I'm so
I
happy they're redoing
understand.
it.
I understand a lot of people had a lot of hate towards it. The only the only complaint I had with it was seeing him in the full black costume, long hair, full beard, like in the comics and the cartoon,
Yeah.
and then the movie coming out and he had none of that. That was the only disappointing part for me personally.
Did you like his fucked up upper lip too?
Oh, during the reshoot?
Yep.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if you look for it, yeah, it looks tacky, but if you're just like looking at the whole shot rather than focusing on that, I didn't really notice it. Like I thought, because this is before I actually knew what was going on. I thought something looked a little weird and off, and I was like, oh no, maybe it's just like some CGI stuff to make him look younger or whatever, or thinner
Right.
because whatever. And then I started seeing all over social media and stuff, people tearing it apart, and I went back and rewatched just that one part, and I was like, oh yeah, he does got a fucked up lip, doesn't he? but whatever. He
Yeah,
couldn't he couldn't shave it for other reasons because he was in another role doing shooting for another fucking project. So
yeah,
I get it. But I mean they could have done something better.
I agree. They could have just left the mustache in. All of a sudden, he has a mustache in the scene. That would have made the movie better.
They could have just reshot the whole entire part of
Yeah,
him waking up with just the beard like they originally planned.
right,
And then they wouldn't even had to worry about cutting out a mustache.
right. How
But
funny would that have
whatever.
been if he just woke up, he had a mustache, just attacking the
Yeah.
city?
And then like 5 minutes later he's clean shaven again. Like,
Yes.
oh yeah, because he's so fast, he went home and shaved and then came back. Got it.
There we go,
Yeah,
dude.
that makes sense.
You should be a writer.
Or maybe he's so fast that his hair grows that fast as well.
All
So,
right.
you know,
I mean,
movie logic.
yeah,
You should
sure.
definitely be a writer.
Yeah, that's a good one. He's so fast that his hair grows faster. And then the last thing we got on the on the topic list here is the Halo show will be a Paramount Plus exclusive. Don't know why I put this in the list. I like Halo. I know that you guys probably don't like Halo, but yeah.
Well, I'll just mention this. It makes an appearance on my list.
Oh, I know. It makes an appearance in mine too. So, spoiler alert to everybody. Everyone knows now what side we're both on with Halo.
Uh, yes.
Anybody
But yeah,
excited for Halo, the show? Yeah?
I I will be excited for it if they focus more on like the Halo 1 aspect. Don't try to just jumble it in or make a whole new like storyline basically. If you're gonna
Oh,
do something that big,
yeah.
start it out with something familiar. That way you can pull audiences in.
Right.
And I feel like Halo 1 had the biggest fan base of all the Halos because
Absolutely.
it was new and it was just like something completely original for its time. So, I mean, if they stick with something like that, somewhere along those lines, doesn't necessarily have to follow like every single event in the game or anything, but something similar to that. And I personally, I would be happy.
I would be happy if the first season was just the first game.
Yeah, I just you could do that. I mean, you could turn it into a trilogy if you really wanted to, just the one game,
They could, yeah.
let alone adding in the other games later on down the line if they wanted to make more movies or whatever.
Right. I guess
But yeah, we'll
that's
see
pretty
what
much all we have
happens.
to say about the Halo show. It was originally going to be a Showtime show, and then they moved it to Paramount Plus because they're trying to make that into a thing.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know Paramount Plus was a thing.
Yeah, so Paramount owns a lot of different channels like Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, stuff like that,
Right.
CBS. So because Disney Plus is doing so well, they decided, fuck it, I guess we'll do the same thing. Charge everyone 15 fucking dollars a month.
Right.
But
I mean, that's all it boils down to
yeah,
at the
of
end is just trying to get more money.
course. But I mean, it might be worth it. Who knows? It's got CBS for all you Price is Right fans.
Oh God, you can tell a lot about a person depending on which Price is Right they like to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
um,
You have the right people
and then you have the
and the
Drew
wrong
Carey
people.
people.
I wasn't gonna go that far, but yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Who's Line too. You've got the right people, and then you got the Drew Carey people,
Yeah.
and then you have
See,
the Irish Tyler people.
I just while we're on the subject of Who's Line, I've always been a fan of it.
Me too.
Like like way back when. Like when
Yeah,
I was a kid, I would stay up late just to watch it.
on Comedy Central, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, that's when I first watched it. And then Drew Carey took over and they started coming out with new weekly episodes and stuff. So I was like, oh, hell yeah,
Right.
check this out. It was still funny,
Yeah, but Drew Carey sucks.
but I mean, there's some things he did that I thought would be funny, but overall, I've never really been a Drew Carey fan.
There's only one thing I can remember that he ever did that was funny on that show, and that was him almost choking on a hard candy. I don't know if you guys remember that. Fucking, they had it on the
Jesus.
show. Fucking Wayne Brady was gonna run and help him.
I did not see that.
No, that was the
No,
only
I'm gonna
funny
have
thing he
to
ever
look
did.
that up.
Actually, you know what? We have the ability. Let me. Do you still have that Watch Together website?
Uh, yeah, I believe so.
Here, let me. I gotta create a new room. Let me give you the link. Sorry, everybody. Give me 1 second. We'll just cut this part of the podcast.
Yeah, you actually pinned it right there in the Discord chat.
I did, but every time I open it back up, it makes a new
Apenas los
room.
vi de reojo,
Oh, okay.
como algo borroso que ven.
Oh god, now it's just playing some advertisement in Spanish.
Órale.
Come on.
See, the one thing I did while you're trying to figure that out, the one thing I did like that he did, because he was still doing the Drew Carey show at the time, and he would always make jokes to Ryan Stiles
Yeah.
about killing off Ryan in the show because he did or said something to make fun of Drew Carey on Who's Line. And I always thought that those little back and forth little bits were funny
Yeah.
because I did watch his show,
Oh,
not
I
for
did too.
him, but it was still a good show.
Well, I can't find a video of it, so that's okay. We don't need to talk about Drew Carey almost dying on his TV show. Just take my word for it, everybody. He choked on something and then he fucking. Let's just move on. Whatever. Jesus Christ. Let's move on to the topic of the fucking show now. We're done with the news. That's the news, everybody.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get to these lists here.
Yes. So our topic today is top five favorite and top five worst, in your opinion, first-person shooter games. And me and Sweeney are gonna just name ours and talk about them. Yeah, I don't need to. I guess I don't really need to explain it. I think you guys get it.
Well, it's nice to have things explained.
It's like I haven't done
'Cause
this in a long time, man.
for all we know, this could be the first list kind of experience for people.
Yes, nobody's ever been on
So
YouTube ever in their life or watched David Letterman.
listen, there's a lot of new people
On
getting
Earth,
onto
period.
those sites. It's usually the boomers, but
Yes, boomers and
you
the
know,
babies.
exactly. So, I mean, it's cool. But yeah, so my question is this though, buddy. Shall we
Yes.
stop with Jesus Christ? Shall we start with the top five liked or top five least liked?
Let's do liked first. Um,
Okay.
you'll name your number 5, and then I'll go number 5, and then you number 4, and me number 4. We'll do that. We'll just go back and forth and talk about each game.
All right, fair enough.
Cool. So go ahead. What's your number 5 favorite?
And I know we talked about it before we actually started, um, when we first set up the whole podcast, that it wasn't going to be like a specific one. We could just do like a franchise thing.
Yeah, if you have more than one
And
favorite in that series, you can just say the franchise.
right.
Yeah.
So that being said, and let me say this before I mention my number 5.
Okay.
This has only recently made it on my list because I just really started getting into it.
Okay.
So you should already know what this is, but number 5 for me is Call of Duty.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
was always against Call of Duty. I don't know why, I always was. But within the past maybe month or so, I've really been getting into it, mainly for the Warzone, but now with the Cold War zombies and shit, I've been getting into that as well.
Right.
And I'm actually having more fun with Call of Duty now than I ever did in the past however long Call of Duty's been out.
You want to hear my theory on why it's your number 5?
Yes.
I think that you still think that Call of Duty sucks. But I think the fact that you've been playing with doodles every day, I think that's what makes it better for you.
Yeah, I will definitely say that any multiplayer game can be absolute shit by yourself.
Yeah.
It is all about who you play with. But here's the thing. Yes, she and I have been playing a lot,
Yeah.
but I have done some solos, which I thought I would never do.
Okay.
And I still have fun with it now. And I feel like since we have been playing more together, that game, I should say,
Yeah.
um, it has brought a new light to the game itself.
Well,
So I'm looking at it differently now.
here's a spoiler. I don't have it in my list, any of them, my top least favorite or top favorite. But if I hadn't played with you and Doodles, it would probably be in my top 5 worst FPS shooter or FPS games list.
Fair enough. It
So,
was it was actually number 1 on my list for a long time, like way
me
before
too.
we even decided to make this kind of list.
Yeah,
Call of Duty has always been number 1 shit game for me.
same. But that's why
But
I figured maybe it was because you played with Doodles. Because when I played with you and Doodles, then I liked it for the most part.
right, right. So that is my number 5 there.
All right, my number 5 is Time Splitters.
Oh, I actually forgot about that.
Everybody has forgotten about Time Splitters, and it's sad.
It was a good game.
It was a very good game, and I really loved the multiplayer in it. And I'm not even a huge multiplayer fan, but I own all the Time Splitters games, and supposedly they're making an HD remake of just the multiplayer. I guess it's going to be free to play on PC and all this stuff, but that company's not around anymore. I think whoever owns Crisis owns the IP, and I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's EA or somebody else.
Hmm.
So, don't expect to ever see Time Splitters come back in a console game.
See, I remember playing it. I
Yeah.
do, but I don't really remember in depth or in detail what it really was.
Have you played GoldenEye?
Yes.
Have you played uh, Perfect Dark?
Yeah.
It's just those games. It's the same company basically. It's those games.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So that's my number 5. It's not much to say. I love Time Splitters. I'm a huge fan of it. So yeah.
Nah, That's a good one. Like I said, it's one of those ones that it's like a forgotten gem kind of thing.
Yes. It's
But
sad.
yeah.
So what's your number
All right.
4?
So my number 4 is Overwatch.
Really?
I've yeah, I really enjoy Overwatch. It's for me, it's one of those games where you can just pick it up at any time and play.
Okay.
And I have fun with it.
I'm
Like
surprised.
it's one of really.
I have
Why
never
is
seen
that?
you play Overwatch.
Oh yeah, for a while, dude, that was the only game I played. Like for a good chunk of my life, it was just Overwatch.
Interesting.
And it was one of those games for me that was if I wanted to if I felt competitive, I could go do it. If not, I didn't have to. I could just lay back. If I win, I win. If I lose kind of game.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like
So
Battlefield for you.
I wouldn't say that.
No?
I don't want to get too much into Battlefield because, as you know,
That's fine.
Battlefield
Yeah. That's
Battlefield makes an appearance.
yeah, right. Okay. But I know that
So
you've mentioned that you could play Battlefield competitively or just to enjoy it. So that's
yeah,
why I mentioned it.
right. But yeah, that's my 4.
I like the beta of Overwatch, but after I never bought it. Or I did buy it. Sorry. Let me reword that. I didn't buy it when it first came out. But I did play the beta, and I really enjoyed the beta. By the time I owned the game, people had gotten so good at it that I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna fucking try with this game.
I feel that.
And then I played Paladins instead.
See, Overwatch was one of those games again where I tell people that I'm a dick a lot because
Right.
I mean I am,
Yeah.
but Overwatch was another one of those games where I bought it for me and a friend
Okay.
so we could have something to play together. And I had no problem because the way I see it is if I have it, you have it. So if you were to ever ask me for help with anything, if I have it, you have it. That's just the type of person I am.
Right. I know that.
And that's another reason why I enjoyed Overwatch so much is because I had somebody to play with and then we met people through playing the game and we actually had like a full team of us that would always play together. So we didn't have to worry about randos.
Right.
And it was just it worked so beautifully.
Who was your main?
Arissa.
I have no
It
idea who that
was
is. So
that is the kind of like robotic centaur looking chick.
I don't know. I don't know Overwatch. I even own the
Ah,
game, and I have never played it.
fair enough.
No, that's a lie. I did play it. I played it on stream. If you guys remember, I played the there was some like weird Halloween update for it that I played, and then I never touched it after that.
The now when I've popped into streams before with people playing Overwatch and I get chatting with them and I see a lot of people bouncing around
Yeah.
with characters. And I get that, in those type of games, different abilities, stuff like that. You want to get comfortable playing with each class. I get it.
Right.
Me, I've always been a tank. I'll take a tank character any day of the fucking week. And whenever I would say who my main is, people would always be surprised because apparently not too many people like playing tanks in
Yeah.
that game. But I do. I can take more damage, I can put out more damage, I can protect, I can fucking save, I can do it all as a tank.
Yeah.
So I don't mind. That's why I chose her as my main.
Yeah, you did choose a tank a lot when we played Paladins too, so that makes
Yeah,
sense.
absolutely.
Well, cool. You and I should play sometime because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in that game.
I'm down whenever you are.
Fuck,
I have
another
it
game I have to
for.
download onto my PlayStation. God damn it.
Oh my god,
Hey, Static,
that's
download
great.
Dead by Daylight. We'll play Dead by Daylight. Fucking, it's still on my hard drive.
Listen, I'm still down for that.
I know,
Like I said,
everyone.
I just got back to my roots today. I haven't played in a couple weeks, and my very first match of the night, or well, the morning rather, was a 4K with Ghostface. And
Okay.
I just murdered everybody. And I thought it was funny because I took it as a warm-up match because I haven't played in like 2 weeks. So I was like, yeah, all right, now that the warm-up match is out of the way, let's go on to the next match.
Yeah.
And obviously I was streaming it.
Yeah, I
And
know. I missed it.
oh no, it's not a big deal. You were sleeping. The time difference and our work schedule, stuff like that. I understand.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. But I actually had Miss Red comment on it being a warm-up match. And I was like, yeah, it was a warm-up match. 'Cause I haven't played in a while. So second match, still Ghostface. Murdered everybody again. So
Now,
I
are
have
you
not lost the touch.
right? Are you gonna upload that to YouTube?
Normally I do, but for some god awful reason, the ladies love seeing my face on stream. So I tend to not use any matches with my face in the shot.
Okay.
And I don't want to add like a stamp or something over the camera
Yeah.
because then it won't match anything else on my YouTubes. But
That's fair.
I believe it was last Sunday that I was doing my videos. I did upload. I think there was like 2 or 3 more Ghostface 4Ks. So
Okay. Well, then I'll make sure to
I
advertise
do.
that later on.
Fair enough. But yeah, it's one of those games that I'm always down to play. So
Yeah.
whenever you want, and like I told you before, we can do a custom match where you don't have to worry about fucking randos, and I can give you a walkthrough of the entire game. That's what I've done before.
Yeah.
Like I take my main Ghostface build, and I will just show you how to play the game.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably never gonna ask you guys to play the game. Uh, I just downloaded it in case you guys are like, "Hey, Static, want to play Dead by Daylight?" Well, fuck it, I guess. Yeah, I got it downloaded. Let's try it.
Like I said, I'm always down to play. And I've met so many people through playing that game. Like, I would say probably about half of my mods in my channel I've met through DBD.
Right.
And those are some of my closest friends. Just because we started gaming together and getting to know each other. And I mean, they're just great people.
Well, I think every one of those people you just mentioned, I made mod on this channel, so they are cool people.
No.
So I don't know. One day I'll play the game, but then I'll probably delete it after. Don't be mad at me.
I mean, that's it's it's not one of those games where everybody's gonna like it, obviously.
Right.
And since the newest updates, a lot of even die-hard fans have been complaining about it. But it is what it is. It's a game.
Yeah.
They're gonna make update after update after update. Some are gonna be good, some are gonna be absolute shit. Hopefully they learn from that and make it good again.
Didn't they just have an update where they upped the graphics a little bit, like made the game look better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they did some graphic updates, some display updates because before all the survivors used to be in the if you're playing killer or survivor really, all the survivors would be in the bottom left corner.
Right.
Now they're along the left side. up and down,
Oh,
and you can
okay.
actually see the character of picture of the character that they're playing as.
Right.
Whereas at the bottom, it was just their names.
Okay.
So that's I think it's nice. A lot of people have been complaining about it.
Yeah, people
Another
complain about
update,
everything.
exactly. Another part of the update people have been complaining about is um, before when you were in the dying state where you're crawling around, it would just be like super unrealistic. So now the update is literally like you're using one leg to push your body rather than just like army crawling.
Oh, okay.
So it's more realistic, and I enjoy it.
Well,
A
that's
bit
good.
slower, but still fun in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, nice.
But
Yeah, I'll play it someday with you guys. Just, I don't
man,
know.
I have no problem. Got off track there again though, so
A little bit, but you know what?
that
Fuck
tends to
it.
happen.
All right. My number four
Yes.
is Borderlands, the series
Ooh,
as a whole. Because I really love two and I
right.
really love three, but I don't like one. And I kind of don't like the pre sequel either. But those two are tied. So that's my number four is Borderlands.
See, I played the first one right around when it first came out. I didn't
Yes.
care for it.
Right.
I did not care for it at all. I was like, it's different. It's, nah, I'm good. And then I played the second one, and it's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna give the first one a shot again because I really enjoyed the second one.
Yeah.
I tried playing the first one again. I was like, yep, it's still garbage.
It's an awful game, and I'm surprised they even made a second game to it.
Yeah, yeah, but that's definitely a good game.
Yes. I bought the game around the time it came out, and I finished it, and I was like, this is the ending. And I didn't know what to get for my birthday. I didn't because my parents would ask me every year instead of like knowing what I wanted. They'd ask me, "Hey, what do you want?" And I said, "I don't know. Just give me Borderlands 2, I guess." And they gave it to me, and I begrudgingly played it because I was not expecting it to be good. I thought it was going to be shit, just like the last one, and I really liked it. And I tried to get a couple of my friends into it too, and none of them were having it.
See, I actually never finished the first one.
That's fine.
I I never even got past the first part. Like when you first start the game and you're in that little desert area or whatever the hell,
Yes.
I decided right then and there I wanted nothing to do with the game.
Yeah, that's fair. I even rebought it on PS4 and I played it and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Which sucks because 2 and 3 were good games.
They
I
were
feel
very
like they
good.
just I feel like they learned from their mistakes.
Of course.
And that's progress.
Because
If
I
you can
think,
learn from any failure,
yeah,
you're succeeding.
I think before Borderlands, weren't they just a company that ported Halo to PC? Wasn't that all they fucking did? Or like made
I
add ons to stuff?
I honestly don't know.
I
It
feel like
it
that's all
was one of
Gearbox did.
those games that just came out of nowhere and some friends were talking about it and I tried.
Everyone was blowing their load when Borderlands came out, and I had no idea where all the hype came from.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
feel like
that's
that was the actual game developers
yeah, probably.
secretly hyping it up to
Yes.
try and get more people talking about it.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah, it did. For better or worse, it fucking worked.
But yeah, that's my number four.
Decent number 4. Um, my number 3, you and I actually played together,
Nice.
was Bulletstorm.
Oh
If you
God.
remember that game,
Yeah, I do.
I enjoyed it. I mean, one word, destruction.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
I,
fun
I,
game.
I don't even feel like I have to say anymore.
No, you really don't.
I have a few clips from that game. I uploaded to YouTube, and it's just I loved the fact that it gave you points for destroying pretty much anything and everything.
I think the reason why I don't like it is because I'm not good at it. Like it's a very arcadey type FPS, and that would normally be my kind of thing, but I just not good at the game.
I disagree because there's been multiple times where you and I were playing that I would just completely suck ass and die, and you would ask, and I would come back and be like, "All right, good shit."
Oh, seriously? I don't remember. I don't remember that game really. I remember playing it with you, but I know I wasn't enjoying it. Maybe I should try it again.
I actually reinstalled it not that long ago because it was one of those games where I never really paid too much attention to the single player aspect of it
Yeah,
because it was one of the games for PlayStation Plus, so it was free. So I was like, you know what?
that's
It's a
right.
shooter game. It's multiplayer. I can play it with static. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
And after we quit playing that because we started playing other shit, I needed to make space, so I ended up deleting it. And then I just reinstalled it not that long ago and started doing the uh the single player stuff.
Right.
And it's pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Did you buy the Duke Nukem add-on?
I did not.
No. Okay. Fair
No.
enough.
I think the only thing I got was like the free game.
Yeah, that's all
So
I
it's
got too.
just yeah, because it was one of those games where, like I said, it was a free game. I wasn't really sure if I was gonna keep it, but I enjoyed it, so I kept it.
Yeah.
But I never paid attention to any add-ons or anything.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna debate you. I mean, it's not a bad game, but I don't know. Maybe I was just in a bad headspace when I played it. Because remembering back to playing the game, the single player at least, I did enjoy it. Maybe I should give that game
Yeah.
another shot, but not until you and I are done playing Far Cry.
Yes, yes.
I'm not
Far
playing any other game with you except for like Warzone and shit. But um,
Cry.
I'm not gonna play any other game with you until we're done playing Far Cry.
Fair enough. We need to play that again.
Yes, we do. I've been busy. I'm sorry. I should
No,
have played
I
this
get it.
week, but you
No,
know,
I get it, dude.
shit
I
happens. Thanks,
understand.
Xbox.
I understand. It's not a big deal. I
Oh, but
mean,
we were playing it on
um,
PS4. Fuck, I'm stupid.
yep. Yes, we were. It's
Whatever.
not a big deal.
I'm a fucking moron.
Nah, you're good.
So that's your number three.
That is my number three, sir.
All right, my number three, and this is going to be a surprise to a lot of people because I'm sure a lot of people forgot about this game that don't play on this system. Metroid Prime.
Oh, okay.
That is an amazing first-person shooter game.
I didn't play much of it, but what I did play of it, it was pretty good.
I have really nothing to say about it. I mean, if you've played Metroid, it's just that, and Metroid is an awesome game.
Yeah.
There
I
you
feel
go.
like that whole thing was like a gem.
Absolutely.
Like,
There's number four coming out soon too. So
oh, nice.
yeah, that's my number three. I have nothing to add to
That's fair.
it. It's like one of
Cause
the only GameCube games I ever owned too that my parents bought me.
nice.
Yeah. So yeah, what's your number two?
So my number two, actually, you just mentioned Far Cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't play the first three. I only started on four,
Right.
and I enjoyed four. my nephews told me about it, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'll check it out. Not a big deal. And I actually really enjoyed it. I finished the game, and I wanted more out of it.
Yeah.
And then the main reason it's number 2 on my list is because you and I played 5
Yes, we
start to
did.
finish together.
Yeah, dude. And we even played the
And
custom maps. We played the fuck out of that game.
exactly. Yeah, we did. And that's why I just figured I'd put the whole franchise as my number 2 because we did 5 together and we're doing New Dawn together.
Yeah.
And I'm really enjoying it. Not so much the guns,
The guns suck.
but but again, it goes back to who you're gaming with
Right.
because any game can be so much better if you're playing with the right people. Like
Absolutely.
I can't stress that enough.
I played 5 on my own, and I didn't. I liked it. Don't get me wrong, I liked it, but I didn't like it nearly as much as when I was playing it with you.
See,
Same with New Dawn, actually.
I feel like whenever we play games together though, it's our chemistry that
Sure.
makes everything more fun.
Yeah, because you and I just fuck around,
Whether
beat up NPCs and
exactly.
shit.
Exactly. I I have a few clips. I just turned into a girl right there. Just thinking about the shit we've done to NPCs. But I have a few clips of us bullying the NPCs.
Yeah. On New Dawn or on 5?
Both.
Nice. You should give those to me because I'd love to upload those on like Instagram or something.
Yeah, I'll have
Or
to
you should start using your Instagram more. Upload that shit, dude.
I know the last post I did on my Instagram, I think was like 2019.
I know.
Maybe early 2020. I don't remember. But yeah, it's one of those things where I just made it for my gaming.
Yeah.
And I I uploaded, not anymore, but I uploaded screenshots and the random meme I made of you playing Fallout.
Yep.
And that, I believe that is still one of my most liked photos on Instagram.
It's also one of your first too,
Yeah.
which is funny because going back to your list, one of my first photos on Instagram was us playing Far Cry, I think. Far
Nice.
Cry 5, or at least me playing it. But
Yeah,
yes, Far
it's
Cry
just
5 is
good
amazing.
times.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I don't think there's been a game where you and I played it and we hated it. Honestly, has there been?
Mm, Besides Realm Royale.
Well, we didn't hate it.
It was one of those games where we had fun with it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was boring. Just fighting
But
bots.
yeah, and running around as a fucking chicken.
Oh
That's
god.
cool.
Yeah, I recently tried that game again and I forgot about the chicken. I deleted it from my Switch. I was like, I'm done. This game
I think
sucks.
the last time I played that was when you and I played it a couple
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah, that's fair. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So what do you got? What do you got for number 2?
my number 2 is the entire Halo franchise, and this is the reason why. It's actually surprisingly it's not my first choice, but you will never forget the first time you ever played Halo. That is how special the
I
first Halo game is.
I absolutely agree with you 100%.
I recently played the first Halo, and I forgot just how much I loved Halo, and I became a Halo fan again just by playing the first one that came out fucking like 20 years ago.
Trust me, I remember the day I finally beat it myself.
Yeah.
I was super excited and super proud and happy, just all kinds of emotions for a fucking video game, dude.
Same, dude.
And and I was talking to my cousin about it because it happened at my dad's house,
Yeah.
and my cousin was over visiting, and I was telling him about it because I was all excited. I was like, "Oh my God, I finally beat it by myself," and going on and on and on. And he's like, "Dude, it's a game." I was like, "Dude,
You don't
I
understand.
I only get to play this on the weekends when I'm here.
Yeah.
This is part of my life."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, that sucks." I'm like, "You know what? You suck." And I went and woke my dad up and told my dad that I finally beat it, and he was excited for me, and it was just like a proud moment. And I was like, "All right, now you can go back to bed because I know work tonight."
Nice. But yeah, dude,
Well,
it was like one of the first person shooter games I played that wasn't divided into missions. Like you didn't finish the mission then go to a menu. It was just an
right.
ongoing game. It just continued.
And I loved that about it.
Yeah, it
I
was like a
loved the
fucking
fact that
movie.
right, which I mean that goes back to what we were talking about, the show being like if it's played out like that,
Yeah.
gold.
Yes.
Because with that you can pull in not just younger viewers, but the older people from when they played it, and it's going to be familiar to them.
Right.
So you can just pull in all variety of ages.
Sure, yeah. I agree. People that even don't like shooters. I mean, just from the outside looking in, it looks like a normal military shooter, but just the
Right.
atmosphere of it and the fucking it's got a deep story. I forgot how deep the story went.
Oh yeah. That first one was it was ridiculous.
And I don't want to say her name, but the AI that's in your head. I don't want to say it just because my computer will freak out if I do. But her, you believed that she was alive too, just like because
Oh
she would
yeah.
call out enemies and shit, dude. It was just going from the N64 era to now you're playing Halo.
Hmm.
It's just unforgettable.
It was amazing.
I can't speak for the new one, the new studio that's making 4, 5, and Infinite. I can't speak for those games because I played 4 one time. I own 5, never played it, and I know nothing about Infinite other than it's supposed to be a free roam game on a Halo, on some installation. No clue. But the first 3 were just amazing. Reach sucked though. I did not like Reach.
I don't think anybody liked Reach.
Yeah, I don't I don't remember anybody that liked Reach.
I don't think the developers liked Reach.
Well, at that point the developers were done with Halo. They wanted to make Destiny.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, they should have stuck with Halo. But
They
anyways,
should have. They should have, but whatever, good on them. At
yeah.
least Destiny is free. That's all that matters. You don't have to pay for it. I know. It
Yeah.
sucks. They should have just made Destiny 3 and made that a free game.
Yeah.
But
Instead,
yes,
you have the poor saps like me that paid for it
me too, buddy. I paid for it too.
twice.
I paid for the first one and the second one.
I paid for the second one twice. Both consoles.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
I remember I got into a debate once with some coworker that, funny enough, his name was Nathan. Don't ever trust a Nathan, ever. Anybody out there just listening to this, don't ever trust a Nathan. They're all full of shit. But
Unless your name is Nathan, then you're awesome. Keep doing what you're doing.
sure, whatever. But I got into a debate with this Nathan guy that I worked with. Um, Destiny, the first Destiny game came out the same day as Shovel Knight. And him and I were debating on which one was the better game. And I was like, dude, Destiny just looks like a normal fucking FPS game. It looks like a run of the mill first person shooter game. And he's like, this kid was like, well, Shovel Knight just looks like a run of the mill platformer. And then I beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Stuffed his head in a toilet and then shit on it.
Nice.
Fuck that
I'm
kid.
assuming this is where you woke up then afterwards.
No. No, he woke
Oh,
up
yeah,
with a pile of shit on the back of his head. Anyways, continue. Continue. What's your number one?
Actually, before I get to number one,
Okay.
one that didn't make the top 5, but
Oh, yeah.
still has a special place for me, mainly because I played with you, Killing Floor 2.
Yes. Then that's also my honorable mention too. Same with Far Cry, because Far Cry didn't make it in my list.
Yeah. I actually just did not too long ago a little small stream of the game just to show some people that have never watched me stream it.
Now, why
Because
in the fuck didn't you tell me? I would have downloaded that game and hopped on it so fast.
it was one of those like spur of the moment kind of thing. We started talking about zombies and shit, and then I was going through my games. I was like, oh shit, I have Killing Floor 2 still.
Yeah.
And there was people like, oh, what's that? I was like, oh, you've never seen it? So I legit changed games like midstream just to show that game.
And what did they think?
And that they enjoyed it.
Did they?
I mean, I was up until I think like 2 a.m. playing the game
Nice.
solo. And I was like, all right, let's do this. I was like, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. As a solo, I've only made it to like level 10. Or no, it was level 14.
Okay.
That night I died on level 16.
Nice.
So I was like, after not playing it for so long and still remembering, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this game.
It's a great game. You and I should play it again.
I'm down for any game, dude. Like I said, I am always on PlayStation.
I know.
Always available.
It's
Just
it's so funny because now I'm only on Xbox.
yes, and when we first met, I didn't have a PlayStation.
I know, and I didn't have an Xbox. I'm so happy I bought my Xbox for $50. That is the
Oh
best.
yeah, absolutely.
Fucking, I would never pay
That's a
full
fucking
price for it.
steal.
Absolutely, and he didn't even want to sell it to me. But I'm like, dude, you're not just gonna give me this and Titanfall for free. Here's $50. Actually, I was gonna give him 100, but he's like, no, just
Still,
give me
even
50.
100 would have been a fucking steal.
Yes, I agree. And the only reason why I stream from my Xbox, honestly, it's not even like my favorite console out of both of them. I love them as a company, though. I like them better than Sony, without a doubt. There's no debate on that.
Yep. Yep.
But it's so much easier to stream off of Xbox.
It really is.
But yeah, anyways.
That's actually what I started out on streaming, was my Xbox.
I remember you used to upload gameplay videos of, I think, golf, a golfing game.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember I had the cross-platform tournament with Rocket.
Yes. Yep.
We picked I think it was three golf courses, and I started my stream, and then halfway through the second course, he started his stream with the first course that I played.
Yeah.
And we would see who could get the better score.
Who
So,
won?
I mean, I had fun with it. I think it was 2-1 Rocket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He beat me on one. I don't remember what courses we played, but he beat me on one course by I think like 1 stroke. And I beat him on one course by 2 strokes. And then the third course, he fucking demolished me by like 6 or 7 strokes.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, you win, dude.
I
Not
don't
even a
know anything
contest
about golf.
anymore.
You might as well have been
Oh.
speaking to me in Spanish, dude. I have no clue. But that's cool. I miss
Yeah.
Rocket.
Yes, I have not talked to Rocket in ages. I know he still he still uploads to YouTube from time to time though.
You should give me his channel when
Uh,
we're done doing this. Then I didn't know he used YouTube at all.
oh yeah, that's where he would stream was on YouTube.
Used YouTube. Am I 90 years old? Do you use YouTube? Fuck me. What's your number one?
Yes. Anyways, here's where it gets super serious. Battlefield.
That's dude. I I
Battlefield
I
is
liked
my
it too.
number one.
Yep, I knew it.
I yeah, I figured you would at least have a guess to what my number one would be.
Yeah,
Um, there's been multiple times where you and I were playing where I would get super quiet and super competitive,
I know.
and I would tear people apart, and then it it would get to the point where I don't want to say your mood changed, but I could definitely feel like a change in the feel of the game.
Yeah.
So that's when I would just like start hanging back more.
Well,
Like I would still play serious, but
yeah,
not as serious because when I'm super competitive, especially when I stream, if I'm super competitive or super focused, I do tend to get quiet
yeah.
because I'm focused on that and nothing else.
Well, let me explain my mood change because I only played that game with you a handful of times. Um,
Right.
I didn't know how to play the game. I thought I was just playing like a normal deathmatch type thing. And I get thrown in there not knowing what the fuck I'm doing, and I die and I die and I die. That's why my mood changed. Not because you were playing competitively, but because I sucked.
Fair enough. I had it in my head that I was bringing it down for like bringing the experience down for you.
No, because I like Battlefield. You got me into Battlefield.
Yeah.
Actually, I bought it mostly because you mentioned it.
Yeah. And for those of you guys that are listening, the game we are talking about specifically is Battlefield 5.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people hate it.
but why? Why
They
do
can
people
all
hate it?
suck a dick because they're not good at it. That's just
Oh,
my opinion.
shit, I'm not good at it and I like it.
And I get it.
I
But
think it's a neat game.
there's a difference, and this is not a shot at you in any way, but
Yeah,
I feel like there's a difference between not being good at a game and still having fun,
yeah.
and not being good at a game and just trash talking about it.
Well, yeah, of
Like if
course.
if if you're not good, you're not good. Who cares? It's a game.
Yeah,
Like I know I say that, but at the same time I'm saying that I was super competitive with it. But I still have one clip that I believe Sassy made for me. Um where I was lying on the ground and I just started peeling people off left and right as they ran past me.
I think
I
I've
think I
seen that
ended up
clip.
with like I think I ended up with like somewhere between 7 and 9 kills within like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's really
And
good.
right, I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not saying I could be the best, but I was pretty good, and that's why it's number one for me.
That's fair, dude. I grew up more of a Medal of Honor type kid, so I never really played Call of Duty or Battlefield really.
Funny enough, the first Battlefield I ever played was Hardline.
Really?
Yeah,
That's such a different game too.
exactly. But I figured I played that. I didn't like it. I played four, and I was like, all right, this is good.
Yeah.
Then I played Battlefield 1. I was like, this is really fucking good. And then I played Battlefield 5, and I was like, fuck all the other ones. I'm sticking with this one.
Now, I had a question that I looked at chat. Now I forgot the question. Fuck. Oh, isn't Battlefield 4 everyone's favorite, or is it Battlefield 1?
Um, for people I know personally, like here, they enjoyed 1 more,
Yeah.
but I know a lot of people enjoyed 4 more because it was more modern. It wasn't World War II era
Okay.
or World War One or any of those old wars.
Yeah.
So it was like newer guns and high tech stuff, and that's what I loved about 5 is you actually needed skill. You couldn't rely on the technology gadgets
Right.
like as in 4.
And that's why I was shit at the game, is because I couldn't figure out the guns. But I know if I played it more, I could figure it out, you know.
Right.
But
That's actually still one of the games I have installed. I will never delete that.
I uh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck it. Whatever. Don't do drugs, kids. Alright. Oh, that's why I like the game too, is because of the guns. I was just shit at the guns.
Yeah.
But then again, I love World War One and I love World War Two. The topic, I don't love the
No,
war.
I knew what you were getting at.
Okay. All right. Should I go with my number one now?
Let's hear your number 1.
All right, my number one, and this is the entire franchise, Doom.
I had a feeling.
It's Doom, and the reason why is because you would not have any of those fucking games if it wasn't for John Carmack and John Romero.
I get that. I do. I'm not I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with it
Yeah,
because I only played the fuck what was it, the 2016 version of
yeah, the
Doom.
one I'm streaming right now.
Yeah, I've only ever played that Doom. I never really played it before.
You've never played
So
the
I didn't.
first Doom, second Doom?
Nope. I
Really?
never really knew anything about Doom. I knew it by its name. That was it.
Okay, that's fair, dude. I mean, the first time I ever played Doom was on Super Nintendo.
I didn't even know it was that old.
It's like 1991, 1990, no, 1994, I think.
Yeah. I was already graduated from high school for 10 years by then.
I was just born, dude.
Hmm. Good thing I'm lying.
Good thing I am too. But yeah, that's my number one, is the whole Doom franchise. And I did lose interest in Doom after 3, because I'm sorry for everybody that likes 3, but 3 is the worst one out of all of them. It's more of a it's kind of, number 3 is kind of like Dead Space in a way. It's just like a survival horror game. It's not a fun game to me.
Mm. Okay.
I'm sorry. I know Sassy is in chat now. She hates the fact that I said that it's the worst one. I'm sorry, but it should be an action game, not I'm scared to fight this imp. You know. So there you go. Actually, I bought Doom 3 Special Edition just because it had Doom 1 and 2.
Nice.
That's the only reason why I bought it. But yes, that's my
Yeah.
number one. I love 1, 2, Infinite, and 2016.
Love how you just skipped over 3 after all that too still.
Fuck 3. I don't like 3. I can't beat the game without the codes on, dude.
Nice.
And it's slow. It is just slow, dude. It is molasses. The only thing that Doom 3 was good at doing was um, shadows and lighting, and the graphics were amazing, don't get me wrong, but the gameplay just blew. Back then, you had to choose between having a flashlight or a gun. And guess which one was the most powerful weapon out of both of those? The flashlight. You could hit a fucking zombie with a flashlight, bust their head open. Shoot the motherfucker 4 times, they're still standing.
Nice.
Fuck that fucking game. Sorry. That was also after John Romero left, too. So it was just John Carmack and his stupid ideas. And
That
then he's
tends
like,
to
well,
happen.
he's like, fuck Doom. He was actually going to make Doom a Call of Duty type game, too. Eventually. That's what Doom 2016 was
God.
supposed to be. It was like a Call of Duty game. Um, and then he made Rage. Do you ever play Rage?
I did play Rage. I did enjoy it. I
Fuck you.
still own 2.
Fuck you. I didn't like Rage. I own both games. And I don't like them. I don't know. I don't know what it is about them, but I don't know. John Carmack was on crack or something, and then he became a rocket scientist, and now he works doing AI and shit.
Nice.
Yeah. So there you go. That's my list.
Yes. That is our top 5 likes.
So let's go with
It
the
gets-
worst.
It gets really heated in the worst. I'm not gonna lie. You guys may think I had a lot to say about my top 5 liked ones. Oof.
Oh, let me go get a chair so I can fucking sit down for this one.
Grab a chair, a drink, a snack, whatever you want to grab, especially when I get to a certain one. And you already know which one it is because you and I kind of talked about it a little bit when we were setting up
Yeah.
the lists
I
or
don't
setting up the topic.
remember. What's your number 5?
Number 5. Gonna piss a lot of people off real quick. Apex.
Apex Legends. And
Too
I agree with
much
you.
going on. Just way too much.
Yeah. It's not a good game, and I don't understand why people like it.
No. I played it because friends wanted me to play it. And I mean, I got a couple wins with the short time that I played it, and they weren't like satisfying wins. It was just like, okay, I win. Do we have to keep playing? Yeah.
I need to
well,
ask
fuck,
a
I
question real
guess.
quick. Hold on, I don't mean to cut you off, but can you
Nope, you're
fucking
good.
hear my neighbor right now?
I cannot.
Fuck that guy, dude. All right, continue. Sorry.
No, it was just it was one of those games where if I played like 1 or 2 matches, I'd be perfectly fine for like a week.
Yeah.
Hell, maybe even a month.
You know,
But certain people wanted to keep playing it nonstop, and I was just like, all right, this is my last one.
yeah.
Yeah, but we just won. We need to win another one so we can go back to back. I don't care. Like, I will die first just so I can leave this fucking match.
Now that is only that's probably the only game that you and I have played together that we don't like. Because normally, if you and I play it, we find something about it that we like. We can find some kind of fun. But you and I played it, and we just did
Yeah.
not like it.
Yeah.
It might have been because Slow Jam was with us, but
No, because even before he would join, like when it was just the 2 of us, it was just like, yeah, why?
yeah, it's not a good game.
It's really not.
It would be better if they had singles in it instead of you having to have 3 people on your team.
It would be better if it were not in existence, in
That's
my opinion.
well, yes, that's very true.
But I mean, I get that there are a lot of people that love playing the game. I'm not saying that they're wrong. That's just something they enjoy. I did not.
I'm gonna say that they're wrong. That actually is a dying game. You know that?
Good.
Yeah,
It needs to be dead.
I agree.
Like, we need to fucking take it out back. Just old Yeller, that sumbitch.
You know, now that I'm looking at my list, I kind of wish that was my number 5. Let's pretend it was, but I'm still gonna say what my number 5 is because I couldn't think of a good number 5. That's how bad that game is. I just forgot that game existed.
Yes.
Um,
Agreed.
let me tell you about my number 5. This is probably the worst thing I could probably put in this list because it doesn't make any sense and it's kind of a no shit thing. any FPS that was on Game Boy Advance. And the only reason why I say that is because I owned a couple of them and they fucking sucked.
I feel like any handheld would be kind of not good.
Right. Which is obvious. I figured that people would kind of roll their eyes at that one, but that's my number 5, but it really should be Apex. It really should.
Fair enough.
I have nothing else to say besides any FPS on Game Boy Advance just blew. Whether it was a James Bond game, if it was Doom, Wolfenstein, they sucked. And you know what? Fuck you if you like them. I'll fight you. Anyways, what's your number 4?
All right, number 4, Cuisine Royale.
See, and that's another one that I forgot existed until you and I talked about it.
Yeah. The first time I played that, my first thought was, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Yep.
And it wasn't so much because, it was a new game to me and I was trying it out. It was just that fucking bad. I played 2 matches that in total lasted maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And the friend I was playing with, Jake, we both agreed that we were done with it right then and there.
Yeah.
I was like, deleting this shit. But yeah, it was god awful. I don't understand how so many people play that game and enjoy it.
Don't know. I don't think anybody does. That's why they had to rebrand it.
Yeah.
Cuisine Royale 2nd edition.
Jesus.
Cursed. I actually thought that game was gone off the PlayStation Store and stuff until you were like, no, they renamed it to Cursed.
Yeah. Like I said, when we were talking about it before, I thought it was something completely different. I didn't know it was Cuisine Royale because I've heard of that game and I just never really paid any attention to it.
Yeah.
And then I see this and I watch like the trailer of the game and it looked amazing in the trailer.
Right.
And then I started playing it and I was like, false advertising.
Yeah.
Who do I have to sue for this so I can get money out of it for wasting my time? 2
Even though
minutes
it's a
of my
free game.
life is gone.
Right.
I don't care. I don't care if they paid me to play it. I'd still try and get money back for it.
That's so fucking funny.
That is how bad this game is to me.
It's just janky as fuck, too.
Yeah.
It's an awful game. I did stream it one time. I can't, dude. If you guys don't know what Cuisine Royale is, because I see people in chat like, what is that game? It's I think it was a mod originally for like H1 or PUBG or something like that, but it was an April Fool's joke. And then people actually started taking that game seriously, and it became its own thing. Now, the whole point of the game, I actually don't know the whole point of the game, but instead of actually using armor, they use like colanders and pots and pans, and they put them on their head, and then you're supposed to shoot people, and it just fucking sucks. It's another battle royale game. You can drive cars, you can be like there's like titty physics and shit. It's awful. It's junk. It's garbage.
10 out of 10 would not recommend.
Fuck no. And if you play that game, seriously, fuck you.
Yeah, I still know a few people that play it, and I don't understand why.
Who plays it? Well, don't call him out. Never mind.
Yeah, I won't.
Ugh, I ran out of air talking about that game. It just sucks the life out of me. It sucks so bad. Fuck that game.
Yet it's still going strong, apparently.
Cuisine Royale. Ugh. Anyways, let me go with my number 4 now. My number 4 is Condemned. You ever play Condemned?
I've heard of it. I've just never played it.
I had a friend named Raider. I'll call his name out because he stopped talking to me because I hated the game, but he swore by that game. He's like, you should play Condemned. So I tried it. It's just slow. It is slow and just boring, uninteresting. I don't know. I don't have anything good to say about it. Yeah, see, even Sassy in chat says Condemned was awful.
Yeah, I know nothing besides the name,
What's
honestly.
weird too is I've played it and I know nothing about the game either. And this kid too.
That's when you know it's bad.
Yeah, this kid too swore by this game, this and Dead Space and all those horror games. But he played Mortal Kombat 9 once, went into the crypt, and a rare event happened to him where a demon came up, scared the shit out of him. He said, "I'm never playing this game again."
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like Sassy says in chat. It's kind of like a Silent Hill type game. It's just a weird fucking game. And I don't even like Silent Hill.
I never played Silent Hill either. I know of it. That's about it.
I have Silent Hill Downpour for 360, and the first thing they make you do is kill a naked fat guy in a shower.
Hell yeah. Fat shaming at its best.
It sucks. Moving on, what's your number
Jesus.
3?
All right.
Now I'm
Number
pissed, dude.
3.
Anybody that likes these
Yes.
games.
Save that anger, buddy.
Okay.
Save it, because we're gonna get into some debates and some agreements probably.
Okay. I have a feeling just by you saying that I know what your number 3 is.
Nah,
No?
you
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
Destiny as a whole,
Okay.
worse for me, because again, that was the whole Bungie should have just no,
Yeah.
no, like as much as I don't really care for Halo, they should have just stuck with Halo, because I feel like the Halo Reach disappointment carried over, and it was too repetitive. Like, for me personally, it was repetitive. Even with the raids were cool the first time. After the second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 20th time playing the same raid,
Now,
I'm
now, are
good.
you talking about number 1 or 2? Because I remember you telling me this about number 2.
I'm mainly directing it towards 2, but
Okay. That's fair.
I'm just gonna bunch them both together because
They're both
they
the
were
same.
just, yeah, they were bad.
I agree. But I did enjoy it a little bit there for a little bit. But I would never really pick it up again, and it should have been free to play right from the get go.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Make it free to play and then have the expansions, the pay to play shit.
Yeah, which is funny because those aren't even you don't even have to pay for those on Xbox. They're free.
Nice.
Every expansion, yeah.
That's just
Poor people who
absolutely
fucking
ridiculous.
paid for that game, like you and me.
I know.
Thank God I
Ugh.
didn't pay for the expansions.
I
Now,
never
okay,
paid for any of them.
I'm gonna pause this real quick because Sassy said something in the chat that I really wanna I really want to talk about. She says, "Can we get a top 5 favorite titty physics games list?" Now, could you imagine us getting banned off Twitch just because we're talking about titty physics in games?
Yeah. DOA.
That's the only game
That's
that came to
all I
mind.
can say.
That's the only one that came to mind.
Oh my God.
It's pretty
Just
much just every fighting game, honestly.
yeah.
Soul Calibur, Tekken, Bloody Roar, even fucking Mortal Kombat back on the PS2. Titty physics, yes.
Yes.
Maybe for an after show. maybe just on our podcast feed we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a good Hey, dude, she says Static had his list ready. Look, If you're a male and you're not thinking about titty physics 24/7, then are you really a male?
Listen, I am more of an ass man, but I can respect some good titty fucking physics.
Well, I mean, there's no ass physics, I don't think.
No, there's some. Not the whole jiggly motion. You know what? We're gonna get too in depth in this, and let's just kind of 180 this before we get too far in.
That's fine, but I'm going to say one more game that belongs on that list. Paladins.
Okay.
Moving on.
Oh my God.
Yes, but moving on.
Sky.
Moving on.
Sky.
My number 3, okay? And this is probably a game nobody's played but me, and that's South Park for the Nintendo 64.
A such a shit game.
Fuck that game. And it's funny because I was a huge Turok fan growing up. I played that game. I'm like, this is just Turok, because it's the same company. They just ported the engine over to fucking South Park. You piss in snowballs and throw it at turkeys.
Yeah.
What?
Someone's baking brownies.
Yeah, seriously. What is this fucking
I
game?
remember that game. I forgot about it until you just said something.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And you know what's funny is that was, I think, the first game I thought of too, and my top worst.
Nice.
Oh my god. Yeah, South Park for Nintendo. And I was so excited too for that game. I bought it used. I turned that game on, and I just knew from the fog. Like, I don't know. Every mission you have to find all 3 kids, because you're one of them. So it's 3 other kids that you have to go find, pick up.
Right.
Ugh. Throw dodgeballs at people. Dude, there's one gun where it's like a bazooka, except it shoves your head up a cow's ass.
I remember that.
Fuck South Park on Nintendo 64. And Trey Parker and Matt Stone even say fuck that game.
Yeah, that's my sister actually had that game. And she fucking loved it. And she's not even really a gaming person, but she loved it because at that time she loved South Park. And she's like, "Oh my God, have you played this game?" I was like, "No, what is it?" She's like, "It's South Park." I was like, "Oh, that's kind of weird. They have a game." She's like, "Yeah, it's fun. Try it with me."
It's fun.
All right. I tried it. It was fun for about 2 seconds. I was like, "Can I go now?"
Wow, you last a whole 2 seconds, huh?
Yeah.
Well, first-person shooters on the N64 were weird because you aimed with the analog stick, but you moved around with the C buttons, the yellow buttons. And it didn't work.
Yeah, it was shit. I will definitely agree with that.
Yeah, that's my number 3.
Yeah. Time to piss some people off now.
Yeah, what's your number 2?
And trust me, I have a rant connected to number 2,
Okay.
being the entire Halo franchise.
Oh, I thought it was gonna. Okay, I thought you and me were lined up here, but no, I thought we were on the same page. Fuck you. Fuck you. Excuse me?
Listen.
You wait. No.
Listen.
No. You just told me when I told you Halo was my number 2 favorite that you were so proud. You were so proud as a little kid, little Sweeney running around playing Halo. Daddy, I beat Halo number 1. Wake up.
Like I said, there's a rant that comes behind it. The only reason I'm including all of them is because I didn't want to single out just all of them.
You didn't.
Halo
what?
1. Halo 1. Halo 1.
Yeah.
That game was fucking gold. It was like, that was a diamond wrapped in gold, wrapped in another diamond, wrapped in gold. That's how fantastic that game was. To me, it was so unique when it first came out because there was nothing like it. like we talked about. It
Right.
was nothing like that. And then as they started making more and more of them, that's when it became too much, I
You didn't
think.
even like Halo 2?
I did not.
Really?
I did not care for it.
Okay.
Um,
Is it because you had to split between two different characters?
no, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the idea of it,
Okay.
but I feel like
I
they
didn't.
tried. I feel like they tried to mash too much into two
They did.
instead of spacing it out a little bit more.
Yeah.
They kind of mashed it together, and I feel like it was a forced game.
Now,
And
going off of that, have you played the anniversary edition of Halo 2?
I have.
Okay, so then you know that they added even more shit to it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right, sorry, continue.
So, no, you're good. I know the other day when we were talking about it, you had told me not to go too much into it because this is good for the podcast. So I wrote it down.
Okay.
I'm going to say exactly what I said the
Fuck.
other day when Static and I were talking, and I still stand by this. Um, like I said, once they started adding more shit, like two was the start of the downfall for me personally.
Well, yes, I agree. It was the start of the downfall, but it was still
Um,
enjoyable for me.
then then I feel like they started focusing too much on multiplayer to
Yep.
try and get more people playing together, which okay, that's cool. I understand that. But in the wrong kind of way because then they took it and basically turned it into a whole futuristic space Call of Duty going
Yes,
down the drain shit.
that's how I felt about Reach.
Yeah,
And
that's
even
how I felt
ODST.
after. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like I enjoyed Halo Wars and
Never
Halo
played it.
Wars 2.
Yeah,
I enjoyed those, but that's because I grew up playing um Command and Conquer.
right.
So it was similar, but yet it had the Halo characters in it.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that kind of thing because it was basically strategy based, and I like strategy games. But I just, like I said, I know I'm gonna piss a lot of people off. And that's fine. This is just my opinion. But I just feel like they tried to do too much with it too soon, and they were like, "All right, we did really well with one. Let's force two down their throat. All right, we forced two down their throat. Let's force three up their ass." And after that, it just became, what other hole can they shove a game into? And
Well,
then five came out.
yeah.
Let me tell you about number five.
I don't. Well, okay. Fuck. I don't want to hear it just because I don't want it spoiled for me.
There's no spoilers.
Okay.
There's zero spoilers
And I
in
know I'm
this.
gonna hate it, so it's fine.
That's it. I'll let you make your own opinion about it.
Okay.
Um, at that time, my nephews were a little bit younger and they were all excited because they had Xbox Live and they could play games with me. And oh, my uncle's so cool because he plays video games with us. All right, cool. So I bought five.
Yeah.
They got it for Christmas. I bought it not that long after Christmas. Like the year it came out, they got it for Christmas. I had zero interest in it before then. But they were like, "Oh, you got to get this game and we can play together." I can't say no. I love my nephews. I'll do anything for my nephews, even buy a shit fucking game.
Right.
I bought Call of Duty Black Ops to play with them, for Christ's sake. That was shit. But I still played with them because that's what they liked playing.
Yeah.
So I get this game. I'm like, all right. I call my sister up. I was like, hey, can I talk to the boys? She's like, yeah, no problem. So she puts them on the phone, puts on speakerphone so I could talk to both of them. And this is before both those little shits got their own fucking cell phones. Now they have their own cell phones and they're too cool. But I was like, hey, guess what game I just bought today? They were like, I don't know what. I was like, bought that new Halo today. And they're like, oh my God, that's so cool. Can we play it? I was like, well, I gotta install it. But maybe this weekend we can play it. All right, cool. I never played the fucking game. I would try to invite them. Like, I loaded the game up and I would invite them
Yeah.
and they would just never come. So I was like, okay, well, maybe they're busy. Not a big deal. They're busy. I'm not going to stay on this. I'm going to get off. I'm going to play something else. So I'd see that they were on like Call of Duty or something. All right, invite them to play or join with them. Right away, we'd start playing. So I started talking to him. I was like, hey, how about that Halo game? Like, yeah, we didn't really like it. I was like, oh, great. So I bought a shit game that I didn't want to buy so we could play together. And I'm not saying that it's my nephew's fault. They just didn't know that they weren't going to like the game. That's fine.
Yeah.
I understand that. But I paid $60 for this shit game that I never played.
Yeah.
I loaded the game one time. I got rid of it that same day.
That's fair. And it sucks, too, because you opened it, so you even lost money. You couldn't even take it back and get all your money back.
Exactly. So I just found a friend that really wanted it but didn't want to pay full price. I was like, fuck it, give me $40, you can have it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
So
way
I mean,
better.
I at least got some money back out of it, but
Yeah.
obviously I didn't get my full amount back. So
Dude, I
chalk
bought...
up another fucking 60 that Bungie got out of me.
I paid... Well, it wasn't Bungie, but I paid $10
Well, no,
for that game.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not referring back to the Anthem thing. I just mean in general. Bungie has gotten a lot of money out of me.
Yeah. Right. But Bungie
Yeah,
doesn't make those games anymore, do they?
Fuck, I don't even know, to be honest.
I think it's what are they called? 243? I can't remember the numbers. 343.
024?
024 Studios.
Oh.
No, 343 Studios.
Yeah.
Industry.
Okay, see, I didn't even know that.
So they made Halo 4, 5, and Reach. They made Infinite. They're making Infinite. And what that is, that company, it's a Microsoft company. They created their own studio just to focus on making Halo games. That's why they feel different.
That makes sense now then.
Yeah.
Because I did hear a lot of bad shit about Halo 5, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
Like before
It's
it even
sad.
came out.
Yep. It's too bad, dude. Because I really love
Yeah,
Halo.
that's my number 2, so let's see what you thought we were on the same page about.
Well, I think that my number 2 is your number 1. So if it is, then we can both just rant about this game, okay?
Deal.
My number 2 is Rainbow Six Siege.
Yep.
Yes.
Fuck that piece of shit garbage game, and you of all people know that I am a huge Tom Clancy fan.
Yeah, dude. I respect those games too. Fuck that game.
I've played every Tom Clancy game there is.
Yeah.
I've read Tom Clancy books, everything. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
That game can suck my fucking left nut.
And it's still going too. That's what's crazy about it.
Yeah.
I don't understand
They're
the appeal.
still adding new operators. Like, what do you need 32,463 operators for a shit game?
Seriously.
Like, you could have the same 2 in there, and it would still be shit.
It's just, I bought it to play with you-know-who. Fucking Slow Jam and his little short bus group of friends that
I
he had.
remember.
And
I remember.
I played it one time, and I just hated it. I hated the experience. It was just awful. I buy a lot of bad games, and generally I don't regret buying them because then I just have them in my collection, you know. That's a game
Right.
I regret buying. That's like one of maybe 3 games that I regret buying, paying money for.
Yeah. I again, that was another one of those games where I bought it multiple times.
Did you?
Yep. But never full price.
Oh, dude, I bought it
I've
for like 40
never
bucks.
I paid $10 for the game both times.
God, you're lucky. And you,
Am I lucky, or are they just knowing that their game is shit? So they're like, oh, you know what? We got to lower the price to get more people to play.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know, dude. Honestly, even when I had the game in my hand before I bought it, I knew I was going to hate it.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I can sit there and watch somebody play it.
I can't even do that.
It's kind of like one of those Fallout things where I enjoy watching, but I don't enjoy playing at all.
But you don't hate playing it. Fallout, at least. You don't hate the
Oh,
experience.
yeah, okay, yeah.
I
I was gonna
hated
say,
Siege.
yeah, I just part of the reason I have such a sour taste in my mouth for that game is because when I first started playing it, I thought it was gonna be cool.
Yeah.
I did, because I watched people play it before, and I was like, man, this looks interesting. Let's see what we can do. And for whatever reason, the matchmaking is garbage because I would always be the fucking rando, and I would always get killed by my own teammate
Oh, really?
every single fucking time because I wasn't part of their crew. They didn't want to play with the rando. Then find a fucking fifth person. It's
Right.
not that fucking hard. And if you don't have 4 friends to play that game, I'm sorry that you suck at life.
Right.
Or maybe the game is just that shit.
It's just that shit, dude.
I could legit go on and on and on about how much I hate this fucking game.
Yeah. It's unfortunate too because
Yeah.
it could be a lot better. It's not. I don't know if it's just a cash grab because I know Tom Clancy games aren't that bad, and I haven't played any of them. The only one I ever played really was Wildlands.
Love
Um,
Wildlands.
and I know you do, and that's why I bought it. But there's so much potential in that name, Tom Clancy, and they just
Yes.
damn near tarnished it, in my opinion,
Oh yeah.
with that game.
Like I almost lost all respect for Tom Clancy, the name Tom Clancy,
Yeah,
after Siege.
yeah,
Like after I played it. But
it,
then I was like, you know what? No. No, because there's been a lot of great fucking Tom Clancy games. Like
it
I'm not gonna just dislike a whole fucking franchise
yeah.
for one single game.
Well, it certainly made me feel like I shouldn't try any other Tom Clancy games after I played that because that was my first one. I've never played Splinter Cell, never played any Rainbow Six games. Um, and after I played that, and then I heard that you liked Wildlands, I was like, why? It's Tom Clancy, dude.
See, I grew up playing all of those Tom Clancy games, and they were great. Like, I loved Splinter Cell.
Yeah,
Like the Splinter Cell series, that was good. But I also like stealth-based games too.
yeah,
So that's what I loved about that. And then the Ghost Recon games, I loved those. Rainbow Six, new, what was it? Rainbow Six Vegas, I believe it was called, and
oh
Vegas
yeah, yeah,
2.
yeah.
Those were great fucking games. Um, I don't remember. I think it was when I first bought Wildlands on Xbox. I got as a promotional gift a digital copy of Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2. And I was like, oh hell yeah.
Nice.
3 fucking great games in one.
Yeah,
So I just I loved those games. And the Ghost Recon and Ghost Recon 2, I loved everything about them. And then Siege came out, and it was like, do I really like Tom Clancy now?
Right?
Like I just for a brief moment, I was second guessing myself on supporting the name Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
And then I started playing Wildlands more because I played Wildlands a little bit before Siege, so I didn't know too much of Wildlands just yet.
Right.
So it did put me off of Wildlands for a while because I didn't want anything to do with Tom Clancy. And then I was like, you know what? Let's give it a go. Fuck it. And that's still to this day one of my all-time favorite games. And the only reason I didn't have it on this list is because technically it's a first-person and third-person shooter.
Right.
So I didn't want to really split hairs and say, oh yeah, it's a first-person shooter.
Well,
Because
in my head,
it is, but it isn't.
if it has FPS mechanics in it, I figured it could go in that list. Like Minecraft, that was an example I put out on Twitter because Minecraft does have FPS mechanics. You can shoot a bow and arrow, you know.
Okay.
So that could have been
We'll
in your
see.
list.
Yeah, if I would have known that, like if I would
My
have
bad.
really thought, no, you're good, because we all know that I love Wildlands. I
Yes.
mean, hell, even after I beat the game on stream, I still stream the game
It's like me and
just to
Fallout
fuck
4.
around.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, if I would have known that,
Yeah.
I
What number would you
probably,
have put that on?
oh, number one for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's
I
fair.
probably, I probably would have ended up taking Call of Duty off the list. It probably wouldn't have made top five.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck Call of Duty, and fuck anybody who
yeah,
likes Call of Duty. Just kidding. Because I know we have a couple fans in our chat.
yeah.
Awesome. Well,
But
that is actually, you know what? That should have been my number one also. I actually hate it more than what I put as the number one.
oh shit, yeah, I forgot that you still had a number one.
Well,
We were just
okay,
going on and on and on about that garbage ass piece of fucking shit turd game.
I'm gonna trade it then. That's my number one. This is my number two, okay?
Okay.
Duke Nukem Forever.
See, I was never a Duke Nukem fan anyway.
I loved Duke Nukem 3D as a kid. I loved Zero Hour on N64. The first thing they make you do in Duke Nukem Forever is take a piss for as long as you want. They let you grab a turd out of the fucking toilet and throw it around. And I was just like, what is this fucking game? Is this Duke Nukem or is this fucking South Park? Seriously, dude. Not to mention it took 20 years to make that game almost.
Wow, 20 years to produce a turd.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
got to be the longest fucking case of constipation in the history of constipation.
Oh, just wait. If you ever get a chance to play it, you'll feel constipated playing it, dude. It's just awful. His health bar is called his ego.
Nice. I do like that. Not
Eh,
gonna lie.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You can take steroids in the game, although granted you can take steroids in every game. It's just awful. I don't know, and it's a Gearbox game. They had just come off of making Borderlands 2, and then they make this garbage. So fuck
Maybe it was one of those things where they seen the attention they were getting for Borderlands and they were like, let's try.
Well, they missed. They missed the mark on that. That's why you don't see Duke Nukem anywhere, except for in Bulletstorm. For some reason, they put him in that game.
Nice.
So yeah, guys, that's our list. Top 5 favorite and least favorite.
Yeah, sorry for my rants, everybody, but I'm very passionate about a lot of things.
It's all good. But now,
Very
now we have
passionate
the
person.
listener lists. It's actually not even the listeners.
Yes.
I fucking went on Twitch and asked Twitch streamers what they thought of what their favorites were, but I gave them the option of just two per, so two favorites and two least favorites. And some, for whatever reason, some people couldn't figure that out, so they gave me four of their favorites, or they just gave me their top two favorites. So some of this on the list is incomplete. So shall I begin here?
Yes, let's.
Okay. A guy I met on Twitch who wasn't too sure if I should include his list in our podcast for whatever fucking reason, but he still said yes. His name is Nightwolf X03, and his two top favorite is the Unreal series. Bet you guys forgot about those.
I
And
remember those.
I love Unreal Championship.
Oh yeah. I remember playing that in school when we were supposed to be doing work.
Fuck yeah, dude! I would play Doom though, except when we were supposed to play, when we were supposed to actually do work, I was playing Doom, or I was on Newgrounds,
Nice.
or I was touching my wiener. And his second favorite is Half-Life.
Half-Life is another one of those I know the name but never played or seen anything about it.
Half-Life is kind of like Halo, where it's just all about atmosphere and story and shit like that.
Okay.
But I don't have respect for Half-Life because they won't make a third game,
Nice.
so they can kiss my ass. And his top worst is Counter-Strike and PUBG.
I could never played Counter-Strike.
Neither have I.
Um, PUBG, I could see going either way. I know we kind of touched on it here and there,
Yeah.
but it could go either way, in my opinion, because that's one of those games where honestly I had more fun fucking around on that game than actually playing the game.
Pretty
Like
much. Yeah.
like my best memory of that game is I'm playing it with a friend, and it was one of my really close gaming friends. Like we played everything together, and we both got it when it was free. So we're like, fuck it, let's try it. So we're parachuting in and everything, and he lands before I do. Enemy lands next, and then I come
Yeah.
in. So he lands, gets into the building. This guy lands like maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds before I do, and starts running for the house he's in. So I'm yelling for him, like, hey, he's coming in, he's by himself. Hopefully you got something. We're gonna fuck him up. And he was just like hollering. He's like, I can't find shit. There's nothing in this house. I hate this game. We need to stop fucking playing. It's like, let's beat this guy's ass first.
Yeah.
So we literally killed this guy by punching him to death.
Okay.
That was like the best thing ever. We played it for a little while after that, and we were just dying of laughter after that.
Yeah.
We were laughing so bad that we forgot that he had a teammate,
Yeah.
and his teammate came in behind as we're finishing him off and just murders both of us, and we didn't care because we were laughing that we punched this guy to death.
Yeah.
And that's it's not like a proud moment. It's just we thought the game was so fucking boring at the beginning that we figured let's try and beat somebody up.
Yeah, you had to find your own fun.
Exactly. So we made it fun, but then we both quit playing it anyway.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of PUBG when I played it.
Yeah.
But I never played it with anybody. I just played it on my own. So you can find this guy, NightwolfX03, I guess, at twitch.tv/NightwolfX03. X03. It's Nightwolf, like, Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
So the next guy I got here, his name's Jetfrost Gaming, and he's actually a really cool guy. He thought I was a dev when I asked him. I don't know why he thought I was a game developer, asking him, hey, what's your top 2 favorite FPS games? I was like, no, dude, I'm just doing a podcast. His number 1 is Doom Eternal, which was an interesting choice. Out of all the Doom games, he chose Doom Eternal. I like it. Don't get me wrong, but
See, I still have not watched anything on that. So I'm actually really excited for you to finish Doom 2016 and start this next one.
I'll be finishing it very soon. I think probably after I'm done doing this, I'm probably going to start streaming it again.
Fair enough.
Do you hear that scratching in the background, by the way?
I do not.
You can't hear that?
No, all I can hear is my heat. My heat just kicked on, so that's all I can hear right now.
Okay, that's Sunny taking a shit. Just so everyone knows. My cat taking a dump in the fucking background.
Nice.
Doom Eternal is more of a character action game than a first-person shooter, though. Kind of like Devil May Cry. It's more of that, but in a first-person perspective, I guess.
Nice.
Anyways, his number 2 is Arma 3, which I don't even know what that game is.
I don't either.
So, I mean, respect. I'm glad you like that game. I didn't even know there was an Arma 1 or 2.
Right.
And his top 2 least favorite is Call of Duty World War II.
Agree.
I haven't played it. And Battlefield 5.
He can suck my left nut. I saw that. That was one of the first things I thought when I started scrolling through and I saw that. I'm like, nah, that guy can suck my left nut. Like I get it's his opinion. It's fine. I'm joking about him sucking my left nut.
Yeah.
Mainly because I don't want a guy sucking my left nut.
I mean, fair,
But
I guess.
But
My left nut is for
yeah,
guys and my right nut's for girls.
that's usually what I tell people when they say that.
Okay.
Just to be dumb about it. Like, why is it always gotta be the left one? Because the right one is reserved for the ladies.
There you go, dude. You even have it tattooed on your right nut.
Yes.
I don't know. So that's
Ladies only.
yes. So that's his list. He's a very cool guy. You guys should go look him up. It's twitch.tv/JetFrostGaming. And I think he's a brand new streamer to Twitch. So go search him out. Go follow him. He's a nice guy. So moving on to... these are basically our friends now that answered the question. Sassy Cat gave me 2 of her favorite, but didn't give me 2 of her least favorite. Her 2 favorite are Doom 3 and Halo.
Yeah, I'm sure I pissed Sassy off with my Halo rant.
And I'm sure I pissed her off with my Doom 3 rant too. So.
I see that.
I'm sorry, Sassy.
2 of her top favorite games are 2 of our fucking worst games.
Halo 1.
That's
That's fair. Yeah. Halo 1's good. But
yeah, I mean,
Sassy,
if
you
she
did give me
is,
your least favorite though.
yeah, if she is referring to Halo 1, okay, I agree with that. Because, like I said, that one game I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Other than that, they can all go right down the fucking toilet.
I really like Halo 2. I don't know why you hate Halo 2 so much. Halo 3 to me is where it starts going downhill. But
And like I said, I just feel like it was just clusterfucked.
that's fair. I get it. That's fine, but fuck you. Anyways, moving on. Sassy, I'm assuming you don't have any least favorites, so there we go. Next up, we got Doodles. Fucking dogs. I hate the dogs in my neighborhood, dude. Every time I try and do something, they fucking bark in the background. Or I got fucking neighbors talking, or I got Sonny shitting in the background. Every fucking time I try and do something.
Makes for great content, though,
Ugh.
in my opinion, because after all that ranting and raving we just did, to have something funny and lighthearted like that,
I'm
it's
glad
just
you
like,
find it lighthearted. I
alright.
think it's annoying.
Well, I mean, the shitting part. I mean, it's natural. The
But
barking,
you know
not
what?
so much.
He can fucking do it later when I'm not doing something.
Yeah, because he understands.
He should by now, dude. When daddy's fucking talking, that's when you shut the fuck up.
When
Pucker
Daddy's
up your
talking,
butthole and
you.
don't take a shit in the background.
Yes.
And what's you know
Oh
what
my
you know what he
God.
does? So the litter box is on the other side of my my closet in the bathroom. Okay. Instead of burying his shit, he scratches the wall. So I'm in my room sleeping, and all I hear is on my side. Fuck that motherfucker.
That's
Anyways,
great.
Doodles. Her top two favorite, is Call of Duty Warzone and Overwatch.
Both of which are on my top five.
Ugh. I'm flustered. Sassy says that she hates Condemned, and that's the only one she can think of. That's fair. Um, I liked Call of Duty Warzone. I liked playing it with you guys. I would never play it by myself though.
Yeah, that's one of those, like I said, I didn't think I would enjoy it playing by myself, but I'm glad I played solo after.
Yeah,
Like, if I would have played solo first, I would have just never played it
right.
because I would have just been turned off of it. But I'm glad it happened the other way around. And like I said, I've done a few matches on stream actually of solos, and I had fun. I
That's
didn't do
good.
too bad.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then Overwatch, which we've talked about.
Oh
I liked the beta, but I never
yeah.
really played the actual game. Are they coming out with a single player Overwatch game, or is it another? Is it Overwatch 2? Do you know?
I've been hearing a lot of different things, so I'm not entirely sure because I haven't actually done any research on it myself.
Yeah.
I'm just going off of word of mouth, and I don't know. I really don't know what to believe right now until I actually look into it.
Okay, that's fair. And her top two worst favorites. Worst favorites. What? Least favorites is Destiny and Apex.
Yeah,
Now, moving on to we talked about those, so I don't think there's anything we can really add to that. Um,
right.
moving on, a guy I know on Twitter, Captain Mintbeard. He's a cool dude. His he gave me four of his favorites instead of giving me two of his favorites and two of his least favorites. He gave me Doom 2016 and Halo Combat Evolved, which is also in my list of favorites, and I've got nothing to add to those either.
Right. I
They're
feel
good
like I've
games.
said, I feel like I've said enough.
Yeah. So there you guys have it. That's your guys' list, our list. Hope you guys enjoyed our list and didn't disagree with Sweeney too much about his fucking Halo rant, motherfucker.
I knew I was gonna get hate for that one, but you know what?
It's
I
fair.
stand by it.
It's fair
Listen,
because
just I will say this much real quick though.
okay,
Just be happy it wasn't number one on my list.
I'm very happy that it's not number one. But you and I have you hate it more than I do. Like I agree that the more they come out with, the more it just declines. I agree with that.
Right.
But I don't think it declined at two. I think two was its top. Well, no, number one was the top. I think I know you've never played Dead Space, I think Halo Combat Evolved is Dead Space 1 and Halo 2 is Dead Space 2, where you could just feel the quality just kind of going down a little bit. And then Halo 3 is just like you guys heard me playing Dead Space 3. You guys know I fucking hate that game. Just
Yes.
zero quality. It's like they just got a bunch of notes from Microsoft and they're just like, sure, we'll put this in the game. That's a good idea. Fuck it. You want us to make a whole other DLC that you have to buy separately at a fucking store? Call it Halo 3 ODST. Good job. Fucking Bungie. Fuck you, Bungie. Cunts. Just kidding. It's not that bad, but I own.
God.
But why was Halo 3 ODST $40?
I don't know.
I paid $40 for the season pass for Borderlands 3.
Nah, see, that's ridiculous.
And dude, it's 2 discs too. I'm looking at it right now. It comes with the Halo
Jesus.
3 multiplayer and the campaign. 2 separate discs. And guess what, dude? It comes with a little free 48-hour trial of Xbox Live. That's worth it, huh? You guys want the code? I'll give the code out for let me see. When did this expire?
1998.
Yeah, well, I mean, this came out in 2009. So let's see. I have to tear this subscription code off real quick. Oh, it doesn't have it. Huh. Well, it never expires then. Who wants it? 2 days. Why would you have a 2-day trial of Xbox Live?
So they could see how shit the fucking game is online.
God. But yeah, so anyways, you want to tell the listeners what the next week's topic is going to be so that they can think about it too and give us answers, please?
Yes, actually, we're gonna stick with the favorite and not so favorite free to play games, top 5. So if we want to stick with what Static was talking on Twitter, you give us your top 2 favorite, your top 2 least favorite, and then we can put our lists together. And are we gonna be doing this every Sunday, or how did you want to do that?
I'd like to do it every Sunday.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay.
So
So,
way
yeah.
we can actually stick with the schedule. So
Perfect.
that way we can get more and more people to actually tune in live and all that good stuff.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, free to play games, guys. I know there's a lot of them out there, and I know between Static and myself, we've played probably just about all of them.
Pretty much.
So it's gonna be really, really rough for me at least to actually make a top 5.
It's going to be hard for me too. Trust me. But I do have some ground rules for people. That does not include PlayStation Plus free games every month or Xbox Live Gold free games. It's free all the time. So Destiny 2, fucking Fortnite, all those. If it's free to play, that's what you're just looking for, okay? Not free for every month. Do you guys understand? Did I explain that well enough? Because I don't feel like I did.
Yes. Yes, we got it. We got it.
All right.
If you guys don't, I'm sorry, you suck at life.
Yeah. Really.
But it's clearly says right there, free to play games.
Yes.
That being said, I am kind of the reason he's clarifying that, because I did make that. I did ask that question. So
Oh, did you? I don't even remember. I was just making that up because I
Yeah.
felt like people would actually put those in their list.
Yeah. No, because I had asked you. Like I said, I'll call myself out. I don't care. When we first talked about it, I had asked if you just meant strictly free to play or if it was going to be like free
That's right.
monthly games.
Yeah.
So, so I made that stupid mistake for everyone. So, you don't really suck at life. I do. But you do too if you like Halo. So, anyways, going
No,
on.
go fuck yourself, motherfucker. Mr. fucking Tom Clancy games over here. I love Splinter Cell. If you like Splinter Cell over fucking Metal Gear Solid, you can suck my left nut.
All I have to say is present it.
Okay. So, anyways, guys, you can follow me on Twitter at just_static258. What's your Twitter? If you want people to follow you, I don't even know if you use your Twitter.
That's a great question. I think it's Irish underscore Mexican 86. I don't really pay attention to my. Let's
That's
see
fair
real quick.
enough. Twitter sucks. So that's fine. My Instagram, if you want to follow me there, is statics_wasteland.
Yeah, pretty much just Irish Mexican 86 on all social media.
Sometimes you have an
If you can't
underscore there
find
too.
me, right. If you can't find me under Mexican, Irish underscore Mexican 86.
There you
And you
go.
can't miss it because it's a flag. It's the Irish and Mexican flag kind of combined. Same photo all across YouTube, Twitter, Xbox, PlayStation,
Yeah, you don't want
all of it.
randoms adding you on Xbox and PlayStation, though.
I get it, but just stating that it's the same photo for everything.
Right. Cool. And then you can follow me on Twitch. I'm streaming almost every day. I'm trying to get through 40 games this year. Right now I'm playing Doom 2016, but after this I'm probably going to beat it, so I'll be playing Doom Eternal. You can follow me there at twitch.tv/just_static. And then you can follow Sweeney over here over at twitch.tv/Irish Mexican 86,
Yes, sir.
where he plays Dead by Daylight and Warzone.
Uh, well, in
So,
fairness, I just recently got back into DVD, but yes, that is my main game that I stream.
yeah, dude, it's cool.
But yeah, a lot
So
of
you
fun
guys,
stuff happening between the two of us, and
yeah,
I do want to just make one more little thing.
okay,
Definitely look out for when we stream together
yes,
because solo is fun and entertaining, but when we play a game together, it is just fucking downright ridiculous and hilarious.
agreed. We never
No matter
progress in the game.
what game we play.
Yeah,
No, we don't.
we just fuck
How long
around too much.
how long have we been playing New Dawn and we still haven't really accomplished anything?
A total of 4 to 6 hours, and we have not done a single fucking thing in that game. I think all
Yeah.
we did was I think we cleared out one outpost, maybe two outposts, and that's it.
Yeah, we upgraded the whatever the hell,
Yeah,
the
your
main
base.
base area. Yeah. We upgraded that one time. And that
Yep.
was pretty much it.
Yeah, we suck, but it's still fun. It's still entertaining. Come check us out
Exactly.
there. And yeah, guys, that'll pretty much do it. You guys can also find us on Anchor. I don't know what the fucking URL is anymore since I changed the name of the podcast too goddamn late. Um, but yeah, that'll be uploaded probably by the end of tonight, just right away.
Nice.
So yeah, there you guys have it. Hope to see you guys next week here on Static and Sweeney. Same time, same place, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All right,
Same passion.
same passion. Don't talk shit about Halo, dude. That's all I'm saying. All right, love you, bro.
Love you too, buddy.